Now, as far as when everyone started coming into the Capitol, this is the problem that nobody is talking about in the mainstream media. Big tech is going to censor this or just straight up remove these videos. Are police literally putting up no fight to these people coming up to the Capitol and almost inviting them in and letting them do what they did? And this was all part of the plan. I want you guys to see this video. Look at this.
Police are squabbling with protesters.
They open the gates.
And they just breached the Capitol again.
There's the first video. And now, guys, we have seen, I've covered on this channel for how much, guys, of the Antifa raiding the federal buildings. No one in their right mind, police would not put their backs to people they were trying to keep out and just walk with them. They open up the barricades and they walked with them. It's on video. There it is. That has 34.4 million views on it. So this is the shit that we were seeing going on. And this is even worse. This is even worse. Once they were in the building, there's a video here of this man taking a selfie with one of the police officers. Look at this. Look at this. Taking a picture with the cop. Does this look like they were trying to keep these people out? ACAF. Sketchy, right? Super sketchy. There's videos of cops opening the doors for people, as seen here.
Come back. Yeah, we stopped the bomb! Yeah, we stopped the bomb! They left. We did it. Yeah.
You tell me, guys. You tell me. Are those Trump supporters stopping the vote? There was never any mention on this channel, any of my friends' channels, anybody that I saw out there. Hey guys, as soon as Trump's done with the speech, we're gonna go take over the Capitol and stop the vote. We all want, that was the second part of, that was what I was looking forward to after Trump's speech, was watching the vote happen, watching the process take forward, watching which senator was gonna step up, which one was gonna go turncoat. I wanted to watch the process take happen, and me and Methods were alive when it happened. They shut it down. Once they were in, they called recess and they went and hid under their chairs, and you all saw the pictures. You all saw the pictures of the Viking man and many others. The man sitting on Nancy Pelosi's desk with his feet up on his desk writing, we will come back, on a folder left on her desk. To me, guys, it was way too easy. And then of course we get here's the other one from outside. There's literally cops. There's a cop here waving people like, let's go, to the protesters. Look at this one. Yep, let's go. Here we go. The DC police, I'm not going to sit here and say all of them are corrupt. What it looks like, this entire thing was planned and orchestrated. And of course, we see these pictures of a man in a Q hoodie looking, I don't know, pretty intense. These people, ladies and gentlemen, they do not represent us. They do not represent anyone on this channel. They don't represent any of this. And it's disgusting to see what had happened. It's absolutely disgusting. And the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm watching all this happen, and everyone talks about, if you even go on the property of these federal, especially in DC, of these federal buildings, there are snipers, there are people that will put you down if you get too close. Tell me how an event that was planned way ahead of time, everybody knew it was happening. Everyone knew patriots were going to DC on the 6th to show support for Trump. All of Congress was going to be there. Everyone knew this. And yet you're telling me that within an hour, hour and a half, that protesters were able to storm the Capitol building and get inside their offices and just run amok, destroy windows, look at documents, emails. None of it makes sense to me. None of it. There are always people with guns watching these buildings. And the Capitol was just overtaken that easily by crazy, insane pro-Trumpers. Listen to an eyewitness talking about what he had heard of Antifa talking about planning as he was in their rally. Listen to this.
Hi there. This guy saw what just happened. He claims that it was Antifa dressed as Proud Boys. So I wanted to sort of get his story.
Trump supporters. They were dressed as Trump supporters. But I could tell by their conversation that they were looking to do, and I heard them say, we got to shake this up so that these people look bad. And I saw them break a window on the Capitol. I'm an emergency management coordinator in Lehigh County, Pennsylvania, and these people were talking amongst themselves, and I was standing and listening behind them what they could do to make Trump's people look bad.
Wow, well, thank you for sharing.
And then after I left, I'm like, I'm out of here, okay? And then I started walking away. I heard something else. I heard somebody trying to break another window. I don't know if they actually broke the second window, but I heard something hit a second window.
Did you see any of the mob violence that happened?
That was on the other side of the Capitol building. So there were people climbing up the scaffolding, and a lot of Trump's people started saying, these aren't our people, and started walking away. And they were tearing the plastic, cutting the plastic, and then the Capitol Police let some tear gas go and got it under control. But they weren't Trump supporters, I'm telling you, they weren't Trump supporters. Wow. Trump supporters were walking away. These are people that are trying to promote the false narrative that Trump's people are acting like Antifa and BLM.
So the reports that it was Proud Boys, do you know anything about that?
No, I didn't. No, they weren't Proud Boys. These people were deliberately.
You guys heard it there. And this lines up with everything I've heard from my friends that were there. My brother was at the Capitol building when it was happening. He stayed outside, thank God. But he said the majority of the people, once they saw who was leading the charge to do this, they all took a step back, and they're like, "We're not going in there." And they were all wondering why they were damaging the Capitol building. They're like, "Yeah, we're angry, we're upset, but we're not here to destroy property." And they started to leave. They started to go home, back to their hotels. They started to go back to their cars or wherever they were from. And my brother was in the same group. He was like, "This is weird. This is not. There's something wrong here." And him and his group, they all walked away. But you guys, I'm preaching to the choir here. I'm preaching to the choir. But the thing is, after all this happened, Congress with the veteran girl that got shot, and I had prayers for her and her family. Prayers for her and her family. That would, to me, would be considered a crime scene. And then the fact that Congress announced that they were going to reconvene doing the electoral votes, I was like, how can they possibly go back to the same place where all these people were? What happened to COVID? What happened to being afraid about being infected? You had all these people in there, a lot of them without masks, right? Running around, they were in your offices, they were in the chambers, they were everywhere. All over the place. And you go back in and you reconvene. What happened to the super spreader events? What happened to getting infected by this serious disease? Do they not care? Can you imagine if BLM had gotten into that building and that had happened with them? They shot a black person. They'd be burning the entire city down, and then Congress convenes anyways, on the same night that happened, they'd be burning the whole entire city down. it would show they don't care about that person that died. They're going to go do it anyways. That is a crime scene. But yet, they were all back in there to carry on, as Pence said, the people's business. That's exactly what Pence said. We witnessed a color revolution, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly what this was. And now we are seeing the effects of it. We are seeing now people call for big tech to call anyone that was there terrorist, labeling Trump supporters as terrorists. And Congress, as far as they're still alive right now, they're going to still play their power plays. This is a perfect excuse to curb Second Amendment rights, to go after people that are on lists, to arrest people, to say they're inciting violence. This was all part of the plan, ladies and gentlemen. And people were asking me, did Trump know about this? Did he know this was going to happen? Probably a good chance. Trump never called for any violence to the building or destruction, or for people to go inside and do what they did. Never happened. He said, peacefully protest. I'm going to go down there with you. And as soon as that happened, my brother and multiple friends all said the atmosphere changed, and these provocateurs immediately started to scream, let's storm the Capitol, let's storm the Capitol. And a bunch of people, friends, brother, all were giving them the side eye, like, we're not storming the Capitol, dude. Why are we storming the Capitol? That's not what we're here for. Yeah, like I'm too tired, guys, to be angry. I'm too tired to be angry, and that's why I'm not. That's why I'm not right now. That's why I'm not screaming and cursing right now. I'm just too tired. But I want to play this video, guys, because I want to put out some good vibes here, because it's not all doom and gloom here. I can promise you that. That's as much as I want to talk about what happened yesterday. It's all I want to talk about. But I do know with the social media and the big tech, the blackout is coming for Trump. Facebook has already banned him. Twitter is probably going to be doing the same thing. Twitter already put out saying if Trump doesn't delete the video he put out and a couple of tweets before the video, if he doesn't delete them, they're not going to let him have his account back. I highly doubt Trump's going to cave to that. Where is Trump going to come through? Well, you guys have read the drops. This is all part of the plan, essentially, right? This is all part of the plan. Emergency broadcast on your phones to get the message out. We're going to have to see. We're going to see. But let's listen to Pulitzer here. Talk about that, why everything happens for a reason, and why exactly. This is exactly where my head's at. And most of you out there, I can see, you were all of good spirits. And that is a testament to all of you out there. I was surprised. But most of you said you're all good. And I love it. I love it. But listen to this. You're going to feel good after this. Watch.
Hey guys, here's how I can equate what's going on. I look at it this way. The first thing I rely on any of this is when you realize, as a Messianic Jew, you understand that the term Messiah is the one that would bring the God of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob to the world. Those were powerful people, the Moseses of the world. Of course, Jesus, if you're a Christian, etc. But you have to understand, I always think about when President Trump's out and just on a minute's notice, people gather. Tens of thousands of people. Personally, I think that's a sign from God. It's not a sign like Antifa says that everybody's nuts. It's a sign that it's divine. In anything like this, don't just think these things are happening with no preparation. It's like my comment about war games. All of these things have been thought out. All of these are processes. Government works that far ahead like that. And so very little is left to chance. But I would tell you, I do strongly believe and know that what you saw at the Capitol, the people rushing the building was primarily Antifa. That was staged. They were bussed in and brought in. And when it's staged and they're actors, you have to ask yourself, why would they do that? And it's interesting, they were doing it at the time evidence was to be shown, and all the news cycles went and ran with it and said it showed that the president was bad and should leave. This is a massive psychological warfare operation. So stay calm, stay put, stay quiet. There is more to unravel. Prayers and focus, but everything happens for a reason. Take care. Love you all. Bye.
Love you too, man.